Hey y'all, today we're gonna be finishing the first section of this course, and we'll be setting up the environment we need for building the theme. We already got the local server up and running, and we also have WordPress installed. Now, what we're gonna use to code the theme? Well, there are several possibilities. To tell you the truth, you can even write code using very simple software such as the Windows Notepad, but that won't be so efficient. If you really want to become a good professional, you must look for more suitable alternatives. In my case, I've been using a code editor for years called Sublime Text 3. If you already use some code editor and you like it, you don't even need to watch this lesson, right? But if you still don't have any preferences, I highly recommend using Sublime Text. It's free and you can count on several plugins that extend its functionalities. In fact, it's not totally free because sometimes you come across a message that keeps asking you to register the software. But that doesn't stop you from using the software for free for as long as you want. One thing that really catches my eye in Sublime is its clean and beautiful interface. I really like the way everything is organized and how the code is displayed on the screen. There are many other tools, some free ones too, that are more powerful than Sublime, but they don't draw my attention so much as Sublime. Another thing that pleases me is the fact that it's extremely lightweight. In fact, Sublime is not an IDE such as NetBeans, for example. It is a code editor, so it doesn't have many more features like the ones you have on heavy IDEs, but for my use it's perfect. So if you want to install Sublime and follow the course exactly with the same environment as mine, just come with me. Let's start by downloading Sublime on its official page. That's sublimetext.com/3. Choose the version according to your operating system. The installation itself is not complicated. It's pretty much the same if you use Windows, right? Here on Mac, just drag the software here to the applications folder. But I won't do this because I already have the software installed. After you install Sublime, and I believe you won't have any difficulties installing it, open up the software. Now, one of the best plugins for Sublime is called Emmet. Emmet is an extension that allows you to write code in a very, very fast way, saving a lot of your time. It will be very useful here in the course, but it is not essential. If you're using other softwares, you don't necessarily need anything like what I'm gonna show here, right? But those who are interested won't regret it. So to install Emmet, we first need to install something called Package Control. And Package Control, in turn, can be found at this address. To install Package Control, just follow the instructions on this page. If you are on Windows or Linux, press Ctrl-Shift-P. If you are on Mac, Command-Shift-P. Then type Install Package Control and press Enter. You can also go to the Tools menu, Install Package Control option. For all this, I recommend that you get the latest version of Sublime Text, okay? Since the old way of installing package control was a little different. So you just update Sublime and perform the actions I just explained. Here on the package control page, you also have an alternative way to install it. If any of the previous methods fails, you can also try the manual installation. To manually install it, just click on Preferences. Here on my Mac, it is here in the General Application menu. But on Windows and Linux, there is a specific menu called Preferences. I choose the Browse Packages option, go to Install Packages. Then I just download a copy of the package control file that is available on the package control page itself. It is right here. And paste it into this folder. And then I just restart Sublime Text. Now with all this done, we'll install Emmet. Hold down Command-Shift-P or Ctrl-Shift-P on a PC. Write in Install and choose this option, package control install package. Wait a minute. And now we type in here emmet, that's 2 M's, right? And hit the enter key. Done. Now we have emmet running. Let's test it out. I'm going to create a file called test.php. And see what happens when I type an exclamation mark and hit the tab key. Wow, it feels like magic, doesn't it? And there are other several shortcuts and key combinations you can use to speed up the work. For example, let's suppose I want to create 5 divs with a test class over here. I simply write the following. Dot for the CSS class, test, times 5, and hit the tab key. And boom, I have now the 5 divs I wanted. Another thing I find fantastic. Hold the command key or control key on a PC and click whatever you want. You can place the cursor in more than one location at the same time. Now, for example, I can create elements here within these divs, all at once. And look at that. That really sets us free. It's super awesome. And for that, I'll leave you a link to an amazing tutorial so that you can learn some other tricks you can do with emmet. I must confess I don't even use 10% of those emmet tricks, but I'm already very happy with it. Throughout the course, you'll see other examples of use. But to finish out this lesson, you remember that we installed WordPress in a directory called wc_course. To make it easier for me to work with WordPress without the need to open each file individually every time I want to work with the project, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna drag this folder wc_course into Sublime. Now over here we can see the whole directory. Go over to project, save project as, and I'm gonna give a name to this project and save it in the wc_course folder. This way it's much easier for me to open the same folder again. Just head over to project, open project, and open up the project file. Or over here in open recent and open it up here. Another advantage of having the project organized this way is that we can access WordPress functions more easily as well. Just some time ago, Sublime started shipping with a package called Go to Definition. It is a very cool feature that allows you to go straight to where a function is defined. In the past, it was necessary to install it as a package, but now you don't need to do that since it is installed by default. Now if I open one of the native themes, which is inside WP Content, Themes. For example, let's open up the 2019 theme, index.php file. If I hover over this function getHeader, notice that the software finds all the places where the function is being defined, as well as references to it. Generally, the first result leads me to the original function definition. And here I can get inside the heart of WordPress and understand how to use a function. This is a way to learn how the CMS works in depth. Well guys, that was it for this lesson. I hope you have enjoyed and see you in the next lesson.